Now, there's another issue in that China, as we discussed, is very dependent on energy and food from South America, okay? So you can see, this is South America. And you can see all these projects in the yellow that China is building, okay? So the pink is something that's already built or under construction. The yellow are planned. These are huge projects, okay? So what America has done is basically taken over Venezuela, okay? And Trump announced this, like I think 2 days ago. We're gonna make Venezuela the 51st state. Well, why would he want to do that? Because now he blocks China from South America. And if you look at this map, this tells you energy supply, okay? So there's this war in the Middle East, which means that the Middle East you can forget about. So China now can get energy from Russia or the Western Hemisphere. China doesn't want to depend entirely on Russia. China will buy more Russian oil, but it does not want to become entirely dependent on Russia. Also, Russia cannot actually meet all of China's energy needs, okay? So now China is forced to negotiate with the United States to have access to the Western Hemisphere. Does China care? The answer is no. China only cares about stability and price, stability and cost. I want to get things at a fair price, and I want this to be a stable and predictable relationship. If I'm China, I would prefer if America control the entire Western Hemisphere, because now I can just negotiate with one government as opposed to like all these other governments, many of whom are corrupt. Does that make sense, guys? So we're trying to agree to this? Absolutely. China has absolutely no problem with America controlling the Western Hemisphere if it means stability and cost are controlled. Okay? Does it make sense to you guys? Okay, yeah?
But does China holds attitude like about America controlling Venezuela because like using morals like this that they conquer?
No.
But will they do this?
China doesn't care. Guys, don't talk about sovereignty, rights, morality in this class, okay? It's all game theory. I don't care about these things. Game theory is people are going to behave in their best interests. It's that simple. Okay? No morality, no human rights, no sovereignty. All right? Okay. So China doesn't care who controls Venezuela as long as it's a stable place where China can get cheap oil. It doesn't make sense. Okay. All right. The last thing is AI. Okay? All right. So as you can see, the United States is the world's leader in AI simply because it has the most data centers. In fact, America plans to build more and more data centers. China is trying to compete, but its data center development is constrained by the fact that it has limited access to semiconductors, to chips. And so China wants more chips from the United States. And the United States can say yes. But you're like, no, wait, no. Doesn't that mean that China could one day overtake the United States?